Look, guys, we need to have a chat. The market is shifting and realtors, frankly, are getting scared. There's a lot of realtors out there who are thinking that, going into the future, we're going to be in a really, really tough time. And I would have to agree. So this is going to be a chance where you either level up and you dominate your market, or you're going to fall off and potentially fall out of the business. Now, I've been in real estate for 7 years. I've been selling real estate for 7 years. In the last 2 years, the market has been absolutely nuts. I've heard from a lot of people who've been in real estate who went through the last crash in 07 and 08. And they said that, look, this previous market that we just had over the last 2 years during the COVID era was one of the most difficult markets to ever exist. Listings were extremely hard to come by. Commissions went through compression where commissions were like 1%, 2%, maybe 2.5% if you're lucky on a lot of houses. And also it was extremely difficult to get buyers into houses. Buyers were offering, $50,000 above the asking price, and then you find out that they've got 20 offers, and what do you know? You lose out on the house, right? So as real estate agents, we were working harder than ever trying to get listings, working harder than ever trying to get buyers into the houses, and it just made for a really tough market. Now, for me personally, I actually had some of the best years of my life. 2020 was amazing. 2021 was even better, and I expect to exceed my 2021 numbers by 50% here in 2022. So I'm already off to a great start personally, but I think this is something that's really important to keep in mind, is that not every agent is seeing this type of success, right? If I were in a position back in, over the last year where I could just go out, find a house for this client and sell that house to him right at, the asking price or maybe a little bit above, I would have made $1 million, right? I literally believe that because I had so many clients who just fell out of the market because the market was so tough, and they never ended up purchasing. So I worked harder than ever. I put in hundreds of offers over the last year. In fact, if I had to guess, probably somewhere between 300 and 500 offers, and sold somewhere between about 35 and 40 homes for 2021. So this last market that we've been through has been extremely difficult, but I've talked to a couple agents who were in the crash of 2007, 2008 to 2009, and they said, look, if you can make it through this past cycle that we've had where prices have just gone nuts, listings have been hard to get, buyers have been hard to get into homes, if you can make it through that, then you should have no problem going and finding success in this future market that we're going to have. So that's what I want to talk about here today with this video. Is I want to talk a little bit more about how are you going to dominate your market, or are you going to fall off and fall out of the business altogether? Because right now it's still hard to get buyers into houses. Inventory is still low. Sellers are thinking, hey, I'd love to sell, but I've got nowhere to go because prices are so high. And so it's put everybody in this kind of unique situation where we're looking at it thinking, okay, where's the business going to come from? Well, I want to talk about two main things here. Number one, it's going to come from the people who need to make a move. They need to purchase a home because they're moving to a new area. They've got a bigger family. They've got a smaller family. They're getting married. They're getting divorced. There's people out there who have a reason to move. Those are going to be the ones that you're going to want to focus on because they're going to be the easiest clients to get. And it's also going to be the way to maximize your business in this market. So that's number one. Number two, I want to talk about branding. Branding is something that is so crucial in today's world. Branding yourself like I am here on video is extremely important. If you're out there being a real estate agent, trying to sell real estate, then having a brand around who you are and what you do is so critically important. You can use YouTube, a platform like this. You can use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any of these other social media platforms. It's all entirely free. It just takes a little bit of time and effort to find that success. So if you're out there in the marketplace, you need to be branding yourself and figuring out how to build a business around who you are, your face, your voice, and the recognition of you being the person that is the go-to for real estate in your area. So with that being said, if you're not on YouTube, if you're not on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, any of these other services, you need to get on it right now to start building that momentum and that platform to be able to sell more real estate into the future. This is going to be what separates the really good agents from the agents who don't do very much. If I look back again, talking about those people who I talked to who went through this last crash, some of those people said those years were the best years I ever had because the market was insane. A lot of agents fell out of the business. Right now, I think in my market, we've got about 18,000 real estate agents. I expect that probably at least a third to maybe a half of those will fall out if the market goes into a recession. If we see prices come down and the market continues to get difficult, I think a lot of those people will fall out of the marketplace. So that's going to mean less agents in the market who are going to be out there selling houses, which makes it easier if you're in the market. And then also you're going to see that, if if you double down on who you are, the branding around you, you're going to be able to get business easier because people will already know you, like you, and trust you and reach out to you when they say, hey, I need to sell a house, I need to buy a house, I need to go and talk to Cody or to John or to Sally or whoever it may be, right? So having that around you and being prepared for this market that we're going into is going to be absolutely crucial. So don't be scared in this market. Look at it as an optimistic thing. Look at where the opportunity is going to be. Every time there's a downturn, whether it's in the stock market, the real estate market, the job market, there's always an opportunity out there to be had. And that's really what you need to focus on moving forward. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you did enjoy it, give me a thumbs up, share it with a friend or a family member. And with all that said, catch you guys in the next one.